Cabo is one of the most visited places in Mexico, but you should get out of Cabo because there is so much nearby to see and do. Due to easy access and frequent deals, just look at all these deals from my favorite flight deal site, Going. Cabo makes for a perfect jumping off point for those looking to explore off the beaten path or off the resort and have a more local experience. In this video, we'll share our week itinerary that we did as a road trip, but you can do as day trips and or take public transportation to almost all of these spots. Okay, so I know I said to get out of Cabo, but this was our first trip, so we did want to spend one day exploring and seeing what Los Cabos has to offer. I'm glad we did, but personally, I won't be back, since there's so much more to see and explore in Baja California Sur. We spent the morning in colonial San Jose del Cabo and had amazing brunch at a farm-to-table style restaurant, visited the Cabo Arch in Cabo San Lucas in the afternoon, and watched sunset on Playa Palmilla and had dinner at a local taqueria. If you enjoy all-inclusive resorts, that's okay. You do you. I would encourage you to add in a day trip or two to some of the locations we recommend to really experience a more authentic Mexico. Now we start with the good stuff. Santiago was one of my favorite places we visited. It truly felt like we had the entire area to ourselves, which was such a nice change from crowded Cabo. We started off driving about an hour to the prettiest overlook above what looked like a desert oasis straight out of a cartoon. The town is very small and we enjoyed a delicious lunch and checked out the local church. The highlight was hiking to the Sol de Mayo waterfall. We stayed overnight in the cabins nearby so we could hike in the morning before the crowds got here. You can always do the hike as part of a day trip as well. It's only about 0.6 miles hike round trip, but you do have to climb down some rocks, and you can keep hiking to explore more of the canyon too. There is no public transportation out here, so having a car is useful, or you can expect to pay around $100 per person for a tour. We'll spend the next 3 days in La Paz. La Paz is a highly underrated destination in Mexico and is actually the capital of the state of Baja California Sur. We drove from Santiago to La Paz, stopping for tacos in Los Barriles, and arrived in La Paz around 2 p.m. You can take the bus from Los Cabos for around $20 to $24 each way. I've included some links in the description for bus options in case you don't speak Spanish, since I had a hard time searching in English. We spent the afternoon walking the Malecón, enjoying ice cream, and booking our tour for the next day. We drove to the Mogote Dunes for a unique sunset view. When in La Paz, you absolutely have to do a trip to the Isla Espiritu Santo. This magical national park is home to beautiful coves, lots of history, and a curious colony of sea lions you can snorkel with. Tours start around 800 pesos, and we went with the hook experiences. Their tour was 1,300 pesos, but our boat was half empty, which was really nice since you do have an hour boat ride to the island and the boats are pretty small. From here, they take you to different coves and show you the bird sanctuary, an abandoned pearl farm, ancient Periku cave paintings, and explain the history of the area. You'll arrive at the sea lion colony and snorkel around checking out the different fish, lots of sea stars, and the sea lions gliding by. We had lunch and relaxed on the shore of Ensenada Grande before heading back to La Paz. Our last day in La Paz, we went beach hopping. The beaches in La Paz are a stark change from the beaches of the Pacific and the entrance of the Gulf of California in Los Cabos. Here the water is perfectly clear and blue, almost like the Caribbean. We started off with one of the prettiest beaches in Mexico, Playa Balandra. Entrance is free, but due to its popularity and to protect this amazing natural area, only 450 people can enter at a time. There are 2 time slots you can visit, 8 a.m. to noon and 1 p.m. to 5. During the summer, you'll want to arrive early to ensure you can get in. You can relax in the calm waters that only go waist deep, explore all the different bays either by swimming, walking, or by kayaking, snorkel, visit the Mushroom Rock, and hike up the short but steep path to the overlook. Once your time slot is up, drive just 3 minutes down the road to Playa Tecolote. This beach stretches on for a while, so it's easy to find a more secluded spot, or you can rent some chairs at the center of the beach for a party with music and drinks. After our beach day, we drove back towards Los Cabos to Todos Santos. This artsy town is only an hour from Los Cabos, making it a perfect stop on your way back. If taking the bus, you can easily stop here or make a day trip from either La Paz or Los Cabos. We wandered the cute streets and window shopped in fancy art galleries and bought souvenirs from artisan markets. We headed down to the beach for lunch and bird watching. You're back on the Pacific side of the ocean, so many beaches aren't great for swimming, but we enjoyed watching the fishing boats fly up the shore and watching the birds diving in the water. Surfing is also popular in this area, so if you feel like springing for a lesson. Back in town for dinner, we wandered the streets at sunset and had the best carne asada tacos of my life at Tacos El Poblano. Unfortunately, it was time to go home on day 7, so we finished our trip driving about an hour and a half to the airport from Todos Santos. There are so many other towns to check out nearby, so we'll be back, but I hope you enjoyed this video guide of where to go outside of Los Cabos, and we'll see you next time.